grew up in Salem, Virginia, Southwest Virginia, and I was originally like welding and doing a lot of stuff with my hands. Originally, I was drawn to glass through weed, and I got past a glass pipe when I was like 16. At first thought, I was like, who makes these? And it's their job to make them, and how do I be part of that? Everything that I liked about welding, I could do with glass, and it was so much more infinitely cool to what I could do and create art and work with color. I just really wanted to like work for myself. I grew up with a lot of people owning their own businesses around me, and I wanted to be my own boss. And I knew that the regular 9-to-5 just wasn't gonna do it, and I wanted to make something. Glass was just, it just captured me. I look at it and it just blows my mind. And then using it with my other love, marijuana, it was just like a match made in heaven. I grew up fishing all around Virginia, and when I was 20 years old, I got so focused on glass blowing that I completely did not do any fishing for like almost 6 years, and it was just strictly glass, glass, glass. I was hooked, you know. I like glass for very glassy reasons. Fume, dichroic, opals, these are things that are only in glass. There's no other medium that has these elements within it. And I make the work that I make because it's the stuff that I like to see. It's the stuff that I would want to collect when I was younger. These are the things that I would want to create to bring into the life that I want to see. I could look at an opal for the rest of my life and be 100% okay. The colors, the way they flash, and especially in different settings. If you were to take a piece of glass and put it in the forest and you had no context of glass, you would think an alien put it there. It's mind-blowing. And the fact that we can create this stuff on the torch and like have fun doing it and make a living doing it, man, I feel so grateful, you know? For the first 3 years I was working with glass, I sold all my stuff on Fish Tour. And we traveled up and down the East Coast, show to show. I would go to a show and then sell out and then run back home, restock whatever I could restock, and then go to the next show. I lived at the top of Blacksburg Mountain, and it was up this hella sketchy little road. And I had this teeny tiny little shed that I blew glass in, and I could touch the walls if I stuck my arm and my leg out in each direction. I could only have one guest over at a time, because if I had 2 guests over, somebody had to stand outside. And I lived at the tip top of this mountain where the wind blew all the time and the snow would actually blow into my shop. And at some points, like I was literally like standing on a pile of snow to blow glass. And I feel like blowing glass in those conditions makes you appreciate when you do have it good. And I honestly wouldn't trade that for anything. You know, I'm glad that that happened. There was like a Virginia glass blowing group on Facebook, and I posted in that group, and the guys in this studio hit me up and said, come check out our studio. So I came up here, checked it out the very next day. A week later, they invited me to come blow glass with them, and I immediately just left everything that I had going on in Blacksburg and moved up here and just started crushing. And I was super nervous at the time, and I didn't really know anybody up here. And I was just trying to be the best glass blower I could. I took a whole pile of classes, every class I could. I would save up a little bit of money, take a class, and then I figured out that I could TA the classes and I could take the class for free. That was huge. And I got to collaborate with amazing artists and learn a lot from those artists. And I just tried to soak in whatever I could, whenever I could. And I realized early on that it doesn't matter who it is, you can learn something from them. And everybody's got a cool trick to show you. It's just a matter of finding it. One of my favorite parts about glass blowing is the ability to collaborate with all these amazing artists that are surrounding me, that are my friends. We got Mike Rahman in the studio right now, one of the best glass blowers in the world, in my opinion. And working with different artists, getting to see how they treat the glass, how they handle the glass, how they work through their process, it helps me with my process. Something just is really raw about that. It's really special. We're all standing in this, behind this torch, looking into this flame, trying to create something beautiful. It was a real grind for the first few years. That grind of glass really started to wear on me. So I kind of got back out in nature, and it was like this soul replenishing thing. It was like a way that I could connect with my childhood and just get some stress off my shoulders. I feel really blessed to be able to make whatever I want to make and sell. I really see myself creating glass art for the rest of my life. There's nothing that can stop me. I love glass for many reasons, and I want to make pipes for the rest of my life. I want to make a lot of other stuff that I've got in the drawing book. I feel like as long as I just keep working hard, keep my psyche good, then I can achieve anything, right?